Chiefs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
To the right side, this is Walker. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Block now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Walker now at 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Big Kitty Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early in this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden is a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Rodgers now on first down. His throw incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, and force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front. Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 2. Throwing now is Locke. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know? He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Locke going to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Second down and goal. Locke. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone.
He's got a man complete. he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And again, it's Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Locke. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them a gain of 37. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. It's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. A short kick taken at the 18. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Locke to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Block now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Here's Locke. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. He's got his tight end fan. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Block now on 1st down. And
This will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the turnover, here's Locke, escaping the pressure right.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Throwing now is Locke. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rodgers now to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw once more.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
26. Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back to throw, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Yet another pass into the hands of Tunyon.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rodgers will throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense,
he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here's Cook again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mon's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice early game right there.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here on this Thanksgiving holiday 2022.
On second down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Mon now off of play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the ground, Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Here's Mon. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult?
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they go play action here. Mon.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town at 2nd and a country mile. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Marcus Jones
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The kick by Joseph is good.
So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
Look, I'm not going to turn away after the point swing because points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 14-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They love to try to take advantage of his height. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again. Maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Folks, kick is good.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
The Vikings at 6-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
To stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mond. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 5.
Vikings 5. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mon looks to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marcus Jones in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they had 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The CD, I know, is just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10. Down at the 31. On the give, this is Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
Folks' kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mon going to throw it. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. Touchdown, Vikings! Garrett Wilson.
His 6th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
And they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it first and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. this one is incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. And returning right back to Boykin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Patriot first down.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before walking across midfield. They got 29 yards on time.
Of course, the catch was nice, but after he will stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on 1st down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off. And there could be some room to roam.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a give, running left is Harris.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on first down. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Miles Boykin, 45 yards. And the Pats have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 27, Mond. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's
under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Jones now on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond. He finds Wilson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Wilson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again. We're in the 4th.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Pats, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.